Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mike Cosmic Creations. I want to go over a video. This isn't going to be short like normal because there's a few things I want to go over. So appreciate if you guys hang out with me. So we talked about this on Facebook some time back and posted on our page that we had some new strips coming that were in the works. And today I'm here to show that to you. And I'm really happy to be able to bring this to you because it's taken a lot of time, a lot of revisions, a lot of research and development. We've re-engineered some things, and I'll go over that with you here in a moment to get where we are today. So I'm really happy to show these to you. These are as close of a one-to-one comparison that I can show you right now because the next revision is going to be a little bit different. Okay, we're still working towards that, and my manufacturer that I deal with, we've got a long-term relationship, been dealing with it for years, and so we've been really fortunate to work with them on some of the CAD design and the engineering samples, the electrical samples that we engineered to be able to show a really solid product. So this is what you guys are used to seeing. This is what we currently offer. We've re-engineered and redesigned this, and I'll show you how. You can see in a couple ways already, but I'll go over some other things here in just a second. So these are the brightest chips you can get on the market. Okay, we still keep the same UV polymer mixed into our gel so that they don't discolor. We still keep the authentic 3M VHB on the bottom to give you good contact or good adhesive to your surface. You can still couple this with your 3M94 adhesion promoter to make sure you have an even stronger bond between those two surfaces. Okay, you old gearhead guys, this makes sense. You new guys, maybe not so much, so let me explain it to you. If you get flickering in your LEDs, what we call a Christmas tree effect, that can be because of low voltage. In other words, your battery is low. Okay, voltage drop, depending on how much voltage you're losing between where you start at versus where you end. You can overpower your components to where they don't have enough power to provide to all of your LEDs, and we've got something in the works for that also. Okay, so these are a constant voltage circuit. Okay, so what happens is if you start your connection down here all the way to the very end, you're going to get the same level of brightness all the way through this strip. That's a little bit different than some of your cheaper LEDs out there, namely like your 2811s, right, that are a dime a dozen on eBay and Amazon and so forth, right? A lot of vendors sell them. They work great. They're not so stable, but they look good and they're good for the price, right? But these have constant voltage. Now, that does not mean you will not get voltage drop between where your wiring starts at your controller or your amplifier all the way down to the other end if you're running over 10, 12 feet, something like that. And you can actually take your voltmeter, for those guys who are technical, take your voltmeter and measure your voltage drop on your wires from point A all the way to point B. If you don't believe me, go back and post what you're getting. All right, you'll see a voltage drop on those lines depending on how long they are. So one of the things we did is we reduced the size of the chips. Okay, we reduced these by about 50%. That's impressive. So you can see here, these are the ones that we currently sell. These are the ones that we're obviously coming out with, and you can see the difference in the size chips. Okay, much smaller, a lot harder to see, especially at a distance. Okay, if you want them to be even more invisible, then you get our smoked or tinted versions. Some people call them blacked out. So these are a little bit harder. One of the other things we did is we reduced the size of the strip on the circuit board, the printed circuit board, the PCB. These are 10 mil. These come out to be 7.5 mil. So almost a 30% reduction in how wide that strip is. So again, less noticeable on your toy, on your ride, on your vehicle, your bike, your boat, ATV, UTV, whatever. These are a little bit more narrow than your traditional strips. Okay, again, still got your 3M VHB. Your level of brightness is still going to be the same, even though we reduced the overall size of the chip. So again, what I was talking about earlier, if you have some flickering in your strips, or we call it Christmas tree effect, that's going to be because you either have your power source isn't big enough, your battery is dead or partially dead if you're running key off, for example, or you have too much voltage drop between point A and point B. The other thing you can do is you simply have too many lights on one piece of your components and you're overpowering it, right? So you just don't have enough power through that particular component and you need to add additional components. Powered hubs, powered splitters, signal amplifiers, voltage boosters, signal boosters, whatever you want to call them, you simply just need more of them. There's not a manufacturer out there I know of that doesn't get into these really big kits and doesn't have some sort of amplifier in place. Okay, it's kind of like you see all the transformers on the telephone poles down the road. The further you get out to the country, they still have them. They boost that voltage to get further out into the country. Same principle applies with these guys. If you're adding bigger kits, you're going to need amplifiers. I don't care, there's no way around it. Even your top dogs out there who, you know, the biggest ones that we know all by name, they still use them too, and they use them for that reason. So, same brightness, 50% chip reduction in size, 30% strip reduction in size, still same quality materials. Look forward to these coming out. If you want to see them lit up, so there we go. All right. If you also noticed, we've got 30% more chips here, or LEDs if you want to call them that, than what we do in our traditional strips. Okay, so 30% seems to be the big number, 50% on your chip size. So really impressive. These guys are insanely bright. The camera obviously dims down the brightness a little bit so it doesn't overpower the aperture on the lens, but you guys get the idea. So we're really excited to get these coming out. Look forward to seeing these in some kits. They're going to be awesome. There's no pricing currently available just yet. We do have remote powered hubs that we're no longer going to be using the signal amplifiers that we've been using in the past. We've also got some new stuff coming out that we've come out with. We've been partnering with, and so we're working on a new case for them, but they're going to be totally waterproof. These are going to be able to go closer to the kit, so you no longer have your longer cable to run. You run a cable. All right, so that's something else that's going to help with your voltage drop. It's going to help. They're going to be smaller. They're going to be about 75% smaller, so much bigger. Much better, excuse me. So anyway, just wanted to show these off to you guys. You can mix and match these. So if you have these strips currently, you can get our new stuff and add them with this. As you can see, they're the same chip because our color sequence is all the same. So anyway, if you guys are interested, let me know. The newer piece that we're going to be coming out with is going to be a slight different revision. And all of our LED housings, these white pieces on the chip, are going to be black. So I don't know of a single manufacturer or company out there now that does that. Not really sure why no one's done it yet, but I'm damn sure going to try to be the first on it, so that when you get this black strip, you're still going to have your clear gel, even like with this, but your chip will be black. So look forward to that coming out here soon. We've got that in production. We're working on that. We're just trying to get the cost down on it because it's something that your manufacturers don't do. And so it's really expensive right now. So we're working on getting some other materials in and having those molded so that we can put those on the LED and make them even more seamless, more invisible. All right. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate your patience if you watch this all the way to the end. I am going to be looking for some slingshots and some motorcycles locally that we can do some installs on with these. We'll make them some really good pricing on the kits to make it more attractive to you guys. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.